Welcome, boys and girls. Your old pal Eugene Hughes Motorized. We're doing motorized bicycle content today, aren't we? Alright, this here is the BBR V2 100cc iron sleeve kit. Bikeberry reached out to me. Now, this is my first video ever doing something for Bikeberry. And they asked me to do a unfiltered review of their V2 kit. They sent me, of course, the V2 kit, the iron sleeve kit. They gave me a one of the fatty expansion chambers to go with it. Of course, it's not in this video you're seeing now, but we're gonna get there. Hold on. Okay, just got it built up. I'm gonna run it through a few times, get some warm-up cycles, retorque the head, and start jetting that carburetor. And let's get this thing tearing ass through the neighborhood. Okay, we're gonna put it through the paces here. For those of you who don't want to wait, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. It's a good kit. Is it absolute perfection? I doubt it. These are mass-produced kits, and this is no exception. But the casting quality is what really impressed me on this engine here. Overall, the fit and finish of this engine kit here is great, okay? This is not a super cheap kit, okay? You get what you pay for. I have dealt with Bikeberry over, I guess, the last 12 years I've been playing with motorized bikes, and I've never had any big problems with them. If something was messed up or they messed up an order or whatever, they've always resolved the issue for me, okay? So I'm not going to badmouth them, all right? I don't say great things about boost bottles, but, you know, to each their own, all right? Now, kit came, everything looked top-notch on it, like I said. We've got the quote-unquote red wire high-performance CDI on it. I don't know enough about electronics and electrical components to say if it is or it isn't, all right? But I can say that this here is a top-notch engine case, the castings on it. This here is made by the same folks who make their electric start and as well their BT100 electric start kits. So the casting is, like I said, is great. Here is the star of the show, okay? So the cylinder, you've got an iron sleeve in it. The iron sleeves are notoriously long-lasting, all right? Now, that's providing you get the circlip in there properly when you set it up. And you got this big, beefy, honking head here, okay? You're not going to be looking at buying an aftermarket head on this kit here. I don't see why you would want to, all right? So you've got the big honking head that will dissipate a lot of heat. That I'm impressed by. You've got the reeds on it, a reed valve intake on it. I have yet to have any experience with the reed valve kits of this nature here, so we're going to do some torture testing and see what we come up with and how this thing goes. You've got to look at that exhaust port. That's a big exhaust opening. Okay, so you've got the ability to push some exhaust gas out of this here. And, you know, it has to be balanced. I know that. I am not such a speed tuner to be able to talk intelligently about the port timing and the duration and all that good stuff. I'm going to leave that to you racers, you guys who want to hit 95 miles an hour on a bicycle. You're not going to catch my old butt doing that. If I want to go 90 miles an hour, I'll get on a motorcycle. Thank you very much. All right, so everything came in the kit here. The one thing I'm not totally in love with, but hey, it works, are the bolts that hold down the cylinder head. I prefer studs with a big honking nut on the top. I'm just old school. I got used to that, and I ain't never going to change that, all right, until I see a lot of evidence showing me that that's just so much better. You do have to put the piston on the connecting rod with this kit here, and I think that's a plus. I prefer to have an engine kit come in like this. That way I get to inspect it and see what's going on here. Now, it comes with the Bowfing carburetor. All right, once again, I'm not so used to that, and I like the NT carburetors, and we're going to make this thing run with the NT carburetor. And you've got the quote-unquote high-performance CDI. You've got a nice big exhaust on it. You've got the bag with what I call the motorized bike hardware salad in it, all the fasteners all thrown in one area there. We've got the chain, tensioner. Now I'm going to throw this on a Huffy Cranbrook that had a YD100 on it. So I'm just going to take the YD100 off, pop this V2 on it, and go tearing ass through the neighborhood here. All right, so included in the box of goodies I got from BikeBerry is this fatty expansion chamber here. I don't know if I'm going to have to go with a set of wide pedals. I got that set up and ready for it. And they also included a jet kit here, 3 different packs of jets. We got from number 61 to 65, 66 through 70, and 71 through 75. So that should get anything I would need on it. They also included a HP carb. I love the NT carb here, but I'm going to do a video and we're going to compare between what I get with the HP and the NT carb on it here. I'm not a fan of the Bowfing, so we're not going to play with that. But, you know, it's probably not going to be that much. Tell you what, I'll do a shootout between the Bowfing, the HP, and the NT carb and see what we can get here on the V2 engine here. Another goodie that folks at BikeBerry gave me to play with is this little mini expansion chamber here. And is this a high performance, high tuned racing expansion chamber? No. But does it look cooler than the stock exhaust? Yes. So we're going to see what we get here. And this here has a different mount than the fatty exhaust here that goes on the BT, the V2 engine, but we're going to play with that too here. So we got some different videos coming up here where I'm going to play with all these different goodies that they sent me, and I'll give you a report on it, all right? My first task will be get it running. 2, let's get it through a couple of warm-up cycles. I'm going to retorque the head. I've already had it running. Runs decent here. I guess with the iron sleeve there, it took it a little while to kind of get some revs going on it, but I can tell it's getting broke in, and we're able to get the revs up. I'm not the one to say just ride it like you stole it right off the bat, okay? So we're going to tune it. BikeBerry gave me some jets, so I've got a good assortment of jets on it here where we can get this thing dialed in. I'm going to finish a couple more warm-up cycles, torque the head, and then we're going to start jetting it. So that's going to be the next video. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe. I'm also incorporating some videos about motorcycles. I've got a Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 in my garage, and I have one of the new Triumph Speed 400 sitting in my garage. So we're going to be doing some motorcycle maintenance and all that good stuff, and some reviews of those too. So I'm going to get hard and heavy on the back on the motorized bicycle stuff and some motorcycle stuff. I want to thank you for watching. Y'all take care. Bye.